Ever feel paralyzed by indecision? Stuck in a rut with no clear path forward? Join me as we delve into ancient wisdom, exploring how prayer can unlock clarity and guide your choices. I was at a crossroads, overwhelmed with options, feeling completely lost. Then I stumbled upon an ancient practice that changed everything. This video shares how prayer became my compass, guiding me to make the right decisions. Ready to unlock your inner wisdom and make decisions with confidence? This video explores the power of prayer as a tool for clarity, helping you navigate life's complexities and make choices aligned with your purpose. Ever been stuck between two choices, both good, both unclear, and end up doing nothing because you're afraid of making the wrong move? I remember wrestling with a decision that should have been exciting. Two amazing job offers. I asked for advice, made pro and con lists, even watched hours of life coach videos. Still, I felt frozen. Until I did something that didn't show up on any productivity blog. I prayed. Sometimes clarity doesn't come from overthinking. It comes from surrender. Prayer isn't just asking for things. It's about slowing down the world around you and inside you to reconnect with God's perspective. When I prayed, I didn't magically get a voice from heaven, but I did get something better: peace. Here's why prayer helps us make better decisions, especially when we're stuck. Prayer reminds you that you're not alone. We often feel pressure to figure it all out on our own. But prayer invites God into the process. It becomes a conversation, not just a solo struggle. Prayer shifts you from panic mode to peace mode. When our brains are overwhelmed, we usually act out of fear or urgency. Prayer slows us down, calms the emotional storm, and helps us respond, not just react. Prayer activates your inner wisdom and spiritual discernment. In stillness, God brings clarity. When you pray, your intuition and discernment have space to breathe. You'll often find that the right next step starts to feel peaceful and obvious. Next is, prayer realigns your priorities. Sometimes we're stressed because we're chasing things that don't actually matter. Prayer reminds us what matters most and helps us choose from that space of truth. And lastly, prayer helps you surrender control. We want certainty, but life rarely gives it. Prayer teaches us to move forward in faith, trusting that God sees what we cannot. So if you're stuck in analysis paralysis or in making the right decisions right now, don't just scroll or stress. Pause and pray. Even a 2-minute honest prayer can shift everything. God's not waiting for perfect words. He's just waiting for your heart. So here's the truth. Prayer doesn't always drop a miracle out of the sky, but it always creates space for one. It aligns your heart, clears your mind, and unlocks the peace that fear tries to bury. When you pray, something shifts. Not always your situation first, but you. And when you change, your choices become clearer, wiser, and more grounded. Prayer is how heaven meets your mess, how wisdom whispers through the noise, and how clarity becomes more than just a mental checklist. It becomes a spiritual confidence. So if you're feeling stuck today, try talking to God. That simple act could open a door you never even knew was there. And now, before you go and overthink things again, let's take a deep breath and say a short prayer together. Just let these words settle into your heart, and if it speaks to you, Feel free to pray it again later in your own way. Prayer when I don't know what to choose. Dear God, I'm standing in front of choices and I don't want to make the wrong one. My heart feels anxious and my mind won't stop racing. Please calm me and help me hear your wisdom clearly. Show me what brings peace, not just what looks good. Help me let go of fear, ego, and pressure. I trust you with my future even when the path isn't obvious. Be my guide when the road splits. Give me courage to move with peace in my heart. Thank you for always walking beside me. Amen. If this video brought you peace, encouragement, or even just a moment to breathe, I'd love for you to stick around. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click that little notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Whether it's a heartfelt prayer, an inspiring message, or a soul-soothing faith song. In a world that feels chaotic, overwhelming, and loud, this space is here to remind you. You're not alone, you're seen, you're loved, and hope is never out of reach. So don't forget to hit that bell. Something uplifting might be waiting just when you need it most. See you in the next one.